Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to give you a quick 4-week update on our $20 container garden from the Dollar Tree. So these guys have been growing under the grow lights. I didn't want to film in there because the grow lights make everything look pink. It's actually a really nice day out today, so I wanted to film out here and show you what their colors look like and what our germination rate is. But just keep in mind, guys, that this is very unscientific. Our sample size is very low. I only planted a few seeds of each one. So take this video with a grain of salt. Your experience is probably going to be different. But as promised, I did want to share my experience and let you know how it's going so far. So first, let's talk about the Dollar Tree soil. So it was $1.25 for an 8-pound bag. And this stuff is hard as a rock. It's extremely dense and it's very clay heavy, I can tell. It doesn't have any vermiculite or anything, so the second that this stuff starts to dry out, it's just hard as a rock. So definitely would not recommend the soil. Also, it has weeds. As you can see, here's some grass growing. We got a couple things of grass growing here, but so the soil, it's not great. I was worried about fungus gnats. There are no fungus gnats, so that's good. But as far as a growing medium, not super impressed with this soil. All right, so we'll start off with our little pepper here. This was the seed container that I used. And as you can see, only one out of the 2 grew, and he's doing okay. Don't look too bad, I don't think. Up next are our tomatoes, and the tomatoes are actually doing pretty good. It looks like we've got 3 growing in this pot, and there's another weed growing under there. So there's 3 growing in this pot. They look pretty good. These leaves are a little bit discolored. I'm going to assume that that is from a nutrient deficiency in the soil. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. But this one over here, we only had 1 sprout on this side. But it's looking pretty good too. Color's still okay. I've not added additional soil yet, but I will be doing that here shortly. As you can see, their stalks are getting pretty long. So the tomatoes that I grew were the Roma and the beefsteak. And a quick side note, this was not in my original video, but I made a short on this that you can see on my channel. But another thing I bought from Dollar Tree was a tomato rocket. It's like this little green thing that you just plant and tomatoes are supposed to come up. Do you see a single tomato, guys? Because I do not. It's just full of weeds. There's some clover growing. So definitely avoid the tomato rockets, guys. They are a waste of $1.25. So yeah, this guy is gonna get tossed, but I wanted to share that because that was not a good buy at all. So here is our carrots. We did the red cord chantenay, heirloom variety there, and the carrots did great. No issues whatsoever. With this Dollar Tree soil though, guys, it's so dense, I really don't think the carrots are gonna do well at all. I think they're gonna be super stunted. But I mean, the germination rate was great though. This guy over here, this was supposed to be my little Marvel peas. I planted 3 and not a single one came up, which is a bummer. Similar story over here with the giant noble spinach. Planted a couple in here and haven't gotten anything. And then over here, we've got Italian parsley. We got 1 little sprout there coming up. Here were the strawberries. These were one of those little kits with the peat disc that you had to moisten and the little sheet of seeds. And we actually do have little strawberries coming up. So that's pretty exciting. I didn't have super high hopes for that, but yeah, those look pretty good. Over here is some thyme. And we've got a couple little guys coming up there. They're looking all right. Our petite yellow marigold. It is looking beautiful, but I think marigold's like the easiest flower, so I'm not super surprised by that. But looks like we might actually have a little bud coming up there. Yep. See that there? That's exciting. Yeah, marigold looks great. Our Paris Island COS lettuce is looking pretty good. I could actually harvest some of that right now, actually. That looks pretty good. We've got some oregano next. And we've got a few of those coming up. They look all right. And there's a weed. The oregano looks okay. And last one was the Genoa Basil. And nothing came up for the basil either, which is a bummer. Yeah, guys, this soil is so dense. I would stay away from this soil. It's very, very clay and it's very dense. Yeah, not a fan. So far, not bad at all. I think what I'm gonna do, because I do have seeds left over, so for the basil, spinach, and the peas, I think I'm going to plant them again, and we'll see if the germination rate is better the next go. My main concern right now is just I don't think the soil is very nutrient dense. So I'm not anticipating these guys doing super well long term. You guys, comment down below if you think I'm cheating if I add fertilizer to these guys, because I think they're desperately gonna need it. If you look at the colors of these tomatoes, I don't think they're gonna last very long with this soil. I just don't think the quality is there. And unfortunately, I don't think Dollar Tree sold fertilizer. So yeah, guys, that is the 4-week update on our $20 challenge. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep following this. We're going to keep following these guys throughout our growing season to see how they do and how they produce. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It's a free way to help my channel out, and I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, no.